Hey everyone, my name is Wahid Lutfi. In this session, I'm going to show you how to use Python programming language, in particular Python, IPython, and Jupyter Lab on a Windows 11 operating system. As you can see, my desktop, I'm running Windows 11. On the desktop, the background image is a typical Windows image here for Windows 11. And I'm going to just show you on the browser side, I already download Python. So python.org is the website that you want to visit. And then click on the download and then just get the version that you want from there. When you click on the download, basically, you will be provided with a number of platforms that you can do it. Since I was running Windows 11, I downloaded the Windows 11 and run it. It is just a few minutes and it will be installed for you. The command line, I'm going to show you what I have done so far. If I just want to know the operating system in the Windows platform, you can run system info, and then do a find a string, which is going to look for a string that you search. And I'm going to search for the string name, OS name, with /I, meaning that don't worry about the index or case sensitivity. The /I means ignore the case sensitivity. And as you can see, I have Microsoft Windows 11 Pro. So I'm going to just look at the next thing I could check is the Python 3 -- version. And I can see that I have downloaded the 3.10.11. It is up and running. In order for me to get into Python, I could type in Python 3. First, let's just look with the uppercase V also will tell you the version. And if you just don't give it any argument, it is going to just drop into the Python interpreter. So I could exit out of here, clear the screen. In order for you to just understand how you get into Python, you just go like this, Python 3, and it will drop you to the Python interpreter, and you see all the objects and double underscore method or magic method that are available. You do a dir on it, and then for each one of them, if you want to go get help on the Python, you could get help and then get like keywords, anything that you could search, topics, and then modules. So all of those ones will be just provided to you. The list of modules is a little bit long, so that's why the command is going to take a few seconds, and then it is going to give you that. When you press enter, it's going to drop you back to the Python interpreter. And then on the Python interpreter, you could just import, like, for example, OS module and say os.system. And then if I want to say clear my screen, I can run this one. Then now I'm on the top here. And then there of OS, you can see all these methods are available. Each module that you could load, you are going to get information on it. Like help on OS module, you could just get all the modules there. And then again, like if you saw me that I typed in os.system clear screen, os.name is also going to show NT, which is the new technology for Microsoft operating system. And that's the new technology for file allocation table, like NTFS kind of file system. And so that is what it is. The older version was called FAT 1632, and then it changed to NTFS. So now the new technology, operating system of OS name, if you run the same command on Linux or Mac, you get POSIX. So portable operating system information exchange. And so here I could run any commands, like say print 2 + 2, or I could just use 2 times 2 as a calculator. So yeah, all the math modules that you could do, everything there. You can also say import math module, and then say math dot square root of let's say 49, which is 7, and then same thing with 100, which would be 10, and then if you say a math dot power function to the power of 10 would be 1024, to the power of 5 is 32, so on. You could just get all the information. There's a lot of methods on the math also you can practice. I'm just showing you a few examples of Python interpreter itself. So if I just say os.system and clear my screen here, and then at this time I could just run some other commands, like for example, os.system, not the system, actually, get current working directory. So on the directory that I was there was, when I started Python, it was saying that user Wahid. So if I just say exit out of this one or quit in exit, you have to use it with the left parentheses, right parentheses to get out. And then let's say I go on the programs directory here, and then I say Python 3, and then import OS, and then os dot get current working directory, and then now the get current working directory was the directory that was there. And then obviously you could use other methods like os dot change directory, or os dot make directory, os dot get login. So a lot of these methods that are available for you, you can also get it like this. You say for item and dir of OS, and then you say if the string get is in the item, then you want to just print that list. So to see how many functions are just using the get information, print item. And then you can see that the list is a little bit long. Get process ID, get the current working directory, get DNB, get current working directory, as I mentioned earlier, and get the login and so on. So if I say os.system and then clear the screen, and let's just look at the os.get environment. So get environment requires environment variable to be passed on. If I just say path, it is going to read the path. And if I just say get environment and then I say home, I have to write in uppercase because that variable is defined in uppercase. So get current working directory. In order for me to know what environment variables are there, I'm going to run this command called system, and then right here I say set, equivalent to set, and Linux and Unix is env. So set will just give me all the environment variables that are there. And then if I just say os.system, let's just clear the screen again, and then sorry, os.system, and then clear screen. So this command that I did set, I could do a pipe on it and say more. So I could see if I could get more pages, one page at a time. And by not pressing, I can read everything that is available there. So one of them is, let's say, I could do this one or press the space bar and it will just show all of them. So if I just say, show me something that is with the user Wahid there, like $ prompt, you can see that one is $P, $G, that was my prompt on this. And then here also, like if I want to know my information, I could also say import sys module. And then sys.ps1 is going to just show, this is sys.prompt shell1 was not showing. Let me just do os.system, clear screen. On you have to write it in lowercase. Somehow I cannot see it on the bottom, and that's why I'm gonna move this one. And the system, now it's lowercase. I did the clear screen. So right here, so when I say DevOps says, I can see all the variables that are there. So if I just want to get the environment variables, one of them might be like PS1 in lowercase and PS2 here, there. So sys print sys.ps1. That is going to show the double greater sign. Sys.ps2 is the when you do a for statement or while statement, it puts the dots, and so that's what those dots are. Prompt shell 2 is pointing to that one. And then just clearing the screen again, if I say sys.version, and this is going to just show me the Python version that I'm running. Sys.executable, this is just show you the path of Python.exec. Sys.path, it tells you all the path of environments that is going to look for all the Python packages and everything else. And then there's a lot of the version info also give you like the version information for major, minor there. So for the Python, you can also run the os.system, similar to clear screen command. You can do, let's do sys.clear screen here. And then similar to the clear screen, you can run any other command. Like if I say hostname, hostname is going to show me the hostname of the operating system. And then if I just say run the command like dir command is going to run the directory command. Run the directory tree command is going to show the tree subroutine or code to just run some OS commands inside Python programming language. As you can see here, the Python that I have, I've already got into it. So let me clear my screen, and you can see system info, find a string /i, and then OS name. I'm running Windows operating system. So Windows operating system version Microsoft Windows 11 Pro, and then I'm on the cprom directory. And if I say Python dash version, that's gonna tell me, sorry, clear the screen, Python 3 dash version. It tells me that I run Python 3, and dash v also show me. So if I get into Python 3, then I'm gonna say import OS module. At this time, if I do a dir here, everything is there, including the dir of OS. So what do I want to do with that one? os.system, I'm going to clear my screen first. And then at this time, I want to just run some of the commands. So if I just want to run the command individually, I could just check it on os. First, let's look at the os.name. That is NT for new technology. That means that I'm on Microsoft. If you're on a Mac or Linux, you will get the os.name as POSIX value. So here I'm going to say os.system, and then if I just want to clear my screen, I type in the clear screen command. But if I want to do a directory command, I do a directory command. If I want to do a host name, it's going to just give me the host name algorithm. And then if I just say run a tree command on the C column, it is a lot. So this one, I should have just not run that one for this one, but I can always stop it. So here again, do a clear screen command, and then At this time, like I did the dir command on this directory is gonna give me that, and then if I wanna open a notepad, I could type in notepad, it opens it. If I wanna open a WordPad, I could just say write. That's the right, and then that's open the WordPad. Similarly, if I just want to say, I did check these commands, but can I just open a calculator? Yes, obviously, calculator. So any command that you could run inside this, like let's say if I want to open Firefox. If you have a browser and then the path is in there, then you should be able to type in Firefox and opens it, or Edge or Internet Explorer, or all of these commands should be working the same way. But apparently the path of Firefox is some other directory, so it is not in the path. And if I just say echo percentage path, this is my current path. You can see it. You can also get that one for import OS, and then os.sys, os.path. You could get that same thing for the module sys.path. Sys.path import sys. I thought I imported sys.path. I did the OS. So that's why, and that sys.path is there. Sys.version, it gives you the version of Python. Sys.version info is going to give you the system version, major, minor. Sys.executable will give you the executable. Sys.platform. So all of this one, Windows 32, you get a lot of these commands. So in order to get the list of commands that are available to you, you could do that one. Like similarly for the dir of OS. So like os.system, we clear the screen. And if I just say os.system, let's say run the command set to get all the profile stuff, the environment variables there. So like you can say also os.system, username is Wahid in there. Let's say if I just want to go clear my screen here, I could just say instead of this, I could say os.system get env, and then here the environment variable is username. You could get that, or user profile. Or whatever other environment variable you could get. You can also say os.get and login, and then that's a method that you have to use this as a method. Get parent process ID. You could get that, get process ID. The process ID of the Python, that's what it's talking about. Get a current working directory where I store the C drive. So all of those informations are here. Now we did the os.system and run one command, like for example, directory, right? So when you run one directory, what if you want to do more than one command? So in that case, and instead of doing one directory at a time, one command at a time, you could just create a list. So you say commands is equal, and then you put a list of commands that you want to do. Let's say 3 commands we want to run. We say run the dir command, run the calculator command, and run the write, which is WordPad. So this is 3 commands, and then that would be my list of those commands. So print commands, if I just do commands, then it's going to output it as a list. And then the type of them obviously is a list. Type of that one is a list module. And then what I'm going to do a list class. And so at this time, I'm going to just say, let's run these commands with pros open and run in each one of them one at a time. You could do it two ways. Here, you could say for CMD and commands, and then just say os.system, and then just run the CMD. That would just run all these three commands there. But if your list had some argument to it, sometimes you see that this $, the status of each function is going to say return that command succeeded. If you don't want to see this status, you could do something like this. So instead of doing that, you could say for CMD and commands, and then say a stream is equal os.process open, which is pipe open, and then you want to run this command. Each one of the command you do it, and then say output is equal stream.read, and then read it, and then say print output. So the list of the commands could go on, and it will run all of them. So it doesn't matter if you're reading from a file or you're reading from an input file. Anywhere you can do that one. Okay. This was a quick introduction to Python programming language using the Python sys and OS module within the Windows 11 operating system. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. I'm going to exit out of this and then exit out of that. And please make sure that you go to our website, like and subscribe our channel, and then make some comments to see where your needs are so I can make appropriate videos for you. Take care. Bye-bye.